What is going on, everyone? John Matrix here. Hope you're all having yourselves a wonderful day wherever you're at and whenever you're watching this. So we're going to have an extended gameplay look here at Valor Mortis. This was one of the games that really caught my eye that was revealed at Gamescom that I'm very interested in. It is a first-person Souls-like action RPG game set in the Napoleonic era. It looks like, from what I saw of the previous trailer that I did a reaction to, that there's going to be some kind of from a first-person perspective, dodging, good melee combat with parrying or posting, as well as, you know, ranged gunplay, boss encounters with, you know, weakness and various kinds of mechanics, etc. So yeah, it looks to be a very Souls-like first-person game. So I'm curious to see what more information we will have about it, what other stuff they will reveal in this as far as mechanics go, etc. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into this here. I didn't tell you to start playing here, game, or video, but yeah, let's jump into this. So again, this is a 33-minute gameplay from Valor Mortis at Gamescom. Pre-alpha demo.
Get up, soldier. Scrub the bloody muck from your eyes.
Was this actually Napoleon talking to him? Interesting. Yummy. Oh, that's unsettling.
Get up.
So we literally start off in a pile of dead soldiers in some unknown battlefield somewhere. So we're playing with a controller here in this demo, it seems. Okay, we got a saber already. Pros are out here picking up the corpses, typical. We know you're a badass here with the sword. The game looks pretty. We haven't really seen a ton of it much yet, though. I don't know if I trust this guy. Oh, wait. And the bridge gave out. Typical. So it looks like we might have this down here in the bottom corner. Probably our Estus flask or equivalent. Yep. He's about to heal here. Yep. Down to restore health. That's gonna take a minute to get used to pushing down. I'm curious what the controls will be like for mouse and keyboard.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Our name is William. Dash forward and he got caught. Okay. Little flourish. And he got cut in half. That was some nice gore. Hold up, we're gonna review this here. Nice little combo. And then I think he hit him with the power attack. Yeah, it looked like he charged it up and just cut him in half. And the gore from that looked... Mwah. Okay. I'm all about this. We're gonna Sparta kick this guy. Okay, we got stealth backstabs. Very, very Souls-ish with the critical backstabs. Block and dodge. Okay, yeah, another backstab. Gotcha. That was the bridge that we fell. Blocking, yeah. Want to see some parries. There it is. Yeah, parry in post. Okay. I'm already all about this combat. I'm for it. As long as there's a variety of weapons, I'm down. Variety of weapons and a variety of things to fight that have different mechanics, I will be down with this. Like, if it's as varied as what we've come to expect from, you know, a Dark Souls game. Okay. There's a note here. I wonder if the story is going to be told similarly to like Souls games, where we're going to have pick up items and they're going to have
God,
lore on them.
makes one wonder. What cargo is worth more than a man's life?
The voice actor sounds familiar.
Unnoticed. I see you. All of you. Each and every one.
So is Napoleon supposed to be some kind of like god in this or something?
Together, we will triumph.
Like, how is he talking to us right now? Like, using psychic powers. What is this? Are we about to have a little mini boss tutorial? Backstab. Okay. Into the throat. All right. Are you getting his rifle? Like, no? Okay. I would have picked up the rifle. Okay, so there's target lock, just like in normal Souls games. Yeah. Or parrying. Okay. We definitely have some motion blur, which I don't know why devs even put motion blur in games anymore. Everyone just turns it off. I feel like it's just built into engines nowadays.
That is why you must never lose faith. Victory belongs to those.
We got a beautiful pan of the vista there. Okay, looks like we'll be able to break the tree down. Yeah, we've already parried several things. We're ahead of the tutorial here. Missed. Missed. And you're dead. All right. Well, you foobarred the tutorial there, guy. The pawn does drop all your catalysts with your souls, so yeah, very Souls-like. You die, you lose your souls, and you got to go find them again. I wonder if it's going to be like Bloodborne, where there might be a mob that has them, and you got to kill them to get it back. Okay, so we had a parry that didn't just straight up kill there. What is what? Weird shrine with this pistol just sitting here chilling. Kind of like a random thing to just be out in the middle of the woods, but all right. Don't question it. Okay. We got a crazy ass revolver. There we go. We dual wield it now. This is the one thing I'm worried about. Oh, we're getting like
Death was no coincidence.
Quit your rubbing, will you?
But
image of the past, huh?
no such thing as a stray bullet. All is written.
Pierre couldn't even fucking read.
That didn't stop his foul mouth. The other day, he moaned about the Petit Cobra himself. And that's what got him killed.
That one we can all agree on. Bonaparte's got to get us all killed one day.
Interesting. What is that red thing on the ground that you didn't get? It's like I was saying, the one thing I'm kind of worried about with this game is just lack of variety in weapons, which if the combat is good enough, that might not be necessary. Because like you look at Bloodborne, right? Like when you compare Bloodborne's weapons and everything to like Elden Ring,
This is a nightmare.
it's
We are
far
both
less.
Emperor soldiers.
Okay, we have the first boss here. Pistol doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay. I wonder if the pistol's all right. I wonder if the pistol's gonna be somewhat like Bloodborne in this as well, where like you can do range parries if you do it properly, like time it right. Yeah, like in Bloodborne, there was far less weapons, but they also had kind of alternate modes to make up for that. But also the gameplay and mechanics like really like fit it well. It didn't need as like it had enough to have a lot of different variety of builds and replayability. So that's the question, is this game gonna be that way? Because like I really like Sekiro, but Sekiro doesn't really have a whole lot of replayability because you literally just have like one weapon and some tools, you know? But like once you beat it, you kind of understand how to beat it. Okay, so we have an inventory now to grab whatever that is. He's not going back to refight that other boss.
I've never seen such a structure.
So we'll obviously need to get something to break through that. So I wonder, is this gonna have some kind of Metroidvania aspects to it? Or we're gonna have to go back to previous areas to unlock things, which I'm cool with if it's done right. I love the Metroid Prime games, you know. Rekindle. Okay, so we got these are the bonfires. We have lanterns, again, very Bloodborne. First, you get lanterns with following effects: health and something is regened. Oh, so we got a skill tree. So up health, blocking, endurance. Okay, so this, yeah, this is where we level to. Very souls. Don't jump off. All right, so he's backtracking now. Wonder, I didn't look like he upgraded anything, so like, is he backtracking to fight that mini boss, or what is he doing here? Yeah, the creatures will all respawn again, like any Souls game. Like, can you just shoot that weak spot, or like? Yep, so we got the stamina bar there. Becky stabby. Yeah, all right, he's going back here to try to fight this guy again. All right. He got his souls back. Healed, and then he's already down half again. Okay, so there's, if you look, there's the health bar, and this looks like a stance bar, very much like Sekiro. So I wonder if you parry enough or block just right enough, they will get stunned and break. Yep. It gets building up as he's blocking and parrying. Okay, maybe that's the mechanic with the bosses, where you have to get that bar max so you can riposte them. So that would add kind of a much more of a back and forth. Again, very Sekiro like, where there's much more of a back and forth to the combat, which I'm about. I really like the combat in Sekiro with the back and forth with all that. So I would be down for that style. So do we move ahead here? Okay, so now there's unblockable attacks that you have to dodge. Okay, typical average stuff in Souls-like games. So the bar, the white bar is building, just hitting him as well. So yeah, it seems like the combat might be similar to Sekiro in that you can either drain their health down and kill them that way, or get their stance bar broken, and then you can do like a critical hit that'll probably just kill them outright, or at least allow you to do a critical hit, which would be a lot of damage, you know. Okay, from the trailer we saw, when he grabs this, he's able to do some kind of like magical shit now. So let's see what this is gonna happen here. This is where we're starting to get into like Bioshock. Now we got the power of the flame in us. Very Bioshock. Fire transmutation. Okay, so now this lets us burn through those. Okay. Sick. Sick.
Who is that man, and what has he done to me?
This voice actor sounds so familiar. I can't place it though. I mean, so far this is looking like a shut up and take my money kind of game. But Witchfire looked that kind of way too, but that game, I don't know. I haven't really seen much about that game. No one's really talked about that game since it really came out. And that was looking like a cool Bloodborne first person game. But this looks more Souls-like than that did. Witchfire looked much more pew-pewy. This looks much more melee Souls oriented. Life diverted. Okay. Whatever that is. Hold up. Fluid flask now restore neptoglobulin instead of health. Forced and damaged dead by transmutation is siphoned back, replenishing your health. Okay. So I guess there are modifiers to your flask. And so now if you were to add this to the flask, it would just give him back his stuff so he can use his spells, his mana, I guess. But now any of his spells will heal him for a certain amount of damage that he does. Interesting. Okay. Okay, aimers can significantly increase your abilities. You can equip them by interacting with Lander. Okay. I was thinking this might be some lore stuff down here too, but no. Okay. So, I mean, this is pre-alpha gameplay, and this just came out here at Gamescom, so that probably means the earliest this game would be out would be like end of next year. But, you know, this is the kind of game where I would want them to take their time and make sure they get everything as they want it so that it releases, it does well, because it looks like this would be a really good game. Looks like it'd be right up my alley. What is that to the left there, guy? Or not. Alright, so I guess we can just, oh, do we just drown in the water? Okay. So we can't swim and we can't cross the water. Yeah, where do we go? And then just go to where we just were? I would assume we got to backtrack and open up one of the areas with the fire stuff. Yep. Yep. And so there's different tiers of abilities too, it seems. These ammunition packs you use to refill a pistol ammo pouch by 5 rounds. Okay. So you do have your ammo isn't unlimited. It is, you know, kind of Bloodborne-ish in that manner. Doesn't look like there's any stats. It just looks like there's like a skill tree kind of upgrading system. So there's no like strength, dex, etc., which makes me think there won't be a huge variety of weapons in this game. So there is, it makes me think there's not going to be, you know, strength builds, dex builds, magic specific builds, etc.
The most fertile lands on Earth.
It might be again more Sekiro-like in that it's based around specific weapons and mechanics. So I mean, if those mechanics are very well done, it could be good, but it just comes down to how much kind of replayability will it have at that point. So yeah, they're breaking the parry bar, and then you can riposte and kill. Oh, so it does weapon wheel. Okay, so I could be wrong. There could be other things to pick up.
Don't you know friend from foe?
Apparently not. There's certainly a lot of fog so far in the areas we've been traveling through. I want to see him shoot one of these like pustules on their chest to see what happens. Yeah, there we go.
What were they keeping in these cages?
Ooh, ooh. What is this? What is this, brother? That looks terrifying. We got some Godric grafting going on here now. Okay. Looks like he's got a weak spot in his arm there that you can cut off. But he's got like some kind of like powder keg grenades. Yeah, you're getting a little too close to those grenades there, guy. Yep. So it looks like the pistol's primary function is going to be to just go after the weak spots. And then your melee weapon is going to be your primary source of damage. I wonder if there's going to be like grenades, items that you can pick up, you know, things like that. This creature's kind of, that's interesting. So it's got like a, I like how it's like tossing it back for the other one there, and then yeah, the double hand. But I was gonna say the creature's kind of acting somewhat passive. It's like trying to just stay away and lob the grenades. So that's interesting. We have some kind of blue portal here. I wonder if this is just taking us to the next area. What? Wound that heals. Interesting. Oh, this seems to be some kind of memory.
Be the man. I will be the man. They can't see me.
Be water.
They can't kill what they cannot see.
Guy trying to pull an Arnold Schwarzenegger here against the Predator. Be the mud. An item over there. You better get that item. I'm talking about. Small catalyst clot. Okay. That sounds very Bloodborne-ish. So yeah, it seems like those pustules are weak spots that you want to shoot. Do extra damage at range. And then everything else is melee kind of based. It's not like we're getting around that. We're gonna have to walk through that, it seems. It's terrifying. All right. Backstab fishing. Okay. I wonder if like headshotting any of these guys without any of the weak spots does anything. Like, does that matter? So it looks like there's a fire meter that we build up, so I would assume if we max that out, that will get set aflame. That'll do more damage over time or something. He left the item on the ground. Volatile end. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I want to see like an actual boss fight in this though. I hope we get to that. Oh, well, rip. Okay, so yeah, the fire mark maxes out. They take dot damage. And then it just, yeah, lets us know how long they're on fire for. Okay. So the fire definitely seems to be good to deal with in groups. Was that a flask charge over there to the right? Endurance. There's something with the parrying. This parrying deals additional damage, I guess is what that was. I wish we'd hang over all these so I could see more of them. He's getting his endurance and health up.
May it serve you well.
Okay, so yeah, we got an extra flash charge.
I see the light of a man.
Luke John? What is that name?
I still hold on to that belief, yes.
I do hope you're not a thief.
Is that meant to be an insult?
An insult? No. This is no place for... It is a simple warning. Do not meddle with my work. Especially when you have already seen its benefit. The light in those lanterns. It is of my own design.
Okay, is this the G-Man of this universe now?
This is no time for. You have the look of a man in a rush. Some things we abandon are best left to rot. My advice, soldier, your commander is your best hope. Find him. Soldiers should stick together. Before you march on, rest a moment. The lantern's glow offers a brief respite. Be wary on the road ahead.
Okay, sure. What is this? Is there like something there where we could modify our flask? No, it's just a fast charge thing. Okay. Oh, snap. All right, someone just got dropped. We got a sniper. Are we gonna be able to parry bullets? That guy was quite a bit to kill. All right, pistol cartridges. I'm upset we're not able to pick up this guy's rifle. Several rifles and bayonets that we have not picked up. I also wonder if there's ways to upgrade your weapon. Right? It's not a Souls game if you can't, you know, get your weapon up to plus 20. Oh, that guy just got all kinds of foobarred. Did not see that coming. We got a sniper down there. Okay. Now we're starting to get into some Souls gameplay here, where we got snipers at range shooting at us, a bunch of melee mobs coming at us. Again, no rifle to pick up. So it seems how this is the way the story is going to be primarily unfolded is through these Cal Kestis memories that we Get. Oh, we're gonna have plunging attacks now? Nope. Okay.
Even the crows refuse to feast on these bodies.
That's something. What is the light over here? Oh, it's a lantern.
Never goes unnoticed. Perseverance is always richly rewarded. The Emperor's love is eternal.
The Emperor's love is eternal. Again, how is Napoleon talking to us here in our brain? What are these powers he has? Regenerate health over time. Yeah, that ups your mana instead. Destroying an enemy's weak point causes a damaging explosion. Okay, so these are just some kind of... So they're called ambers. And yeah, I guess you have so many slots that add modifiers to your abilities. Okay. You can just equip those at the lanterns. I think we're getting ready to hit a boss fight up here, I would assume. Looks like we're, yep, this looks very boss-ish. I think this is the boss fight they showed, you know, a very small amount of in the previous video. Yep, this like weird corrupted soldier with a bunch of arms on him with pistols. Take my strong hand. Yep, this corrupted looking sword. So I wonder if that's gonna be like a mechanic too, if you can like get these like weird corrupted looking things. Okay. This is like the commander from Elden Ring here. But he's got some weak spots he's able to shoot off that do a lot of extra damage and get his stance down. Yep, gotta reload. So far, I mean, this could be just like the first kind of tutorial-ish boss. Not doing anything like real crazy. Looks like he was getting a combo going, but okay. That was pretty brutal. We're doing a lot of damage to his health though. Popping those weak spots. And then that. Okay. We're getting the fire up. All right, he's got some combos here. It didn't look like there was, at least getting him down halfway didn't look like it started a second phase in the fight. This, oh snap, okay, okay. Yep, he's got his jumping attack. Not that he can get any damage. Break the little pustules. They drop on the ground. I wonder what that means. I'm also curious now, like watching this, right? Like when he's doing the fire, when he's in this animation, is he able to parry, or does he have to stop this first before he can parry, right? Is he able to, like, if he were to attack right now, would he be able to like animation cancel into the parry, or is he stuck into that fire animation, you know? Kind of a thing. So there's an indicator on the ground here as to where you need to stand in order to get your critical hit once it's able to be critted. That's interesting. General Lothair the Eagle Bearer. So yeah, unblockable attacks. Okay, chopping them up. Pistol seems to be doing some okay damage or range there. Block. Found him on fire. That fire's ticking a lot, actually. Wow. So the magic seems strong. Oh, here we go. Phase 2. Okay, there is a phase 2. Here we go. Okay, this is where he's gonna go crazy. So he grew some more weak spots. Definitely seeming more aggressive so far. Oh, we got a grab. What the? That's sick. He grabbed us and then did his little bullet combo. That's dope. I like that. So I wonder, like, he's doing an attack and this is like sending out a wave. I would assume if we get hit by this, it would do damage to us, right? But it could also just be an indicator of like range. Because it doesn't look like the wave is expanding out from the boss. It looked like the boss was getting ready to do some kind of magic stuff there too. I wonder if... Let's see here. I wonder if these orbs on the ground, it's kind of hard to see here, it's a little blurry, but I wonder if these orbs on the ground would fill your mana bar from the boss. See if he picks one up if it goes up. Oh, he's summoning ads now too. Okay, interesting. Nope. 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 There we go. Crit him. I think he did pick up one of the orbs and his mana did go up, so that I believe seems to be the case. Nice block. Nope. Okay, it looks like you can use your pistol to stop like him from doing certain special attacks. Abomination eradicated. Okay, we got souls. Well, I mean, there you go. 33-minute gameplay trailer of Valor Mortis. I mean, pretty much gave most of my thoughts as we went along with it, you know. It looks good. I am very intrigued, and it's definitely a game that I will have my eye on. I've been waiting to see if a company can take the idea of a Souls-like game and put it into a first-person perspective. What I've really been waiting for, honestly, and I've talked about this in a couple of other videos, there was a game back when Oblivion first came out called Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, and it used there was not long after Half-Life 2 came out, and that's when like the physics engines started to become a thing in games, and used the Source engine at that time, and it was a really good, and to this day still probably has the best like first-person melee combat system in any kind of fantasy game. You could, you know, the enemies had multiple hitboxes. They had hitboxes in their hands, their arms, their legs, their neck, their body, etc. So like you could slice their legs and injure them and they'd start limping. You could hit their hands and disarm them. You could get into like power struggles and like move their swords around and, you know, disarm them. You could break their shields. You could kick their shields from them. You could kick them and stun them and then get into like different combos, and there's just a lot you could do with that. So what I would really love to see is a game, you know, like that, or that has like a Souls-like combat style in first person that also incorporates a world like Skyrim. You know, I would really love, if you could take a Skyrim-esque world that is that grand and expansive with a great story that has that much, you know, that many things to interact with and places to explore and weapons and items and magic systems in it, and, you know, things like that, and then incorporate a really good combat system that goes with it, that is kind of Souls-like-ish, I guess, because as far as it goes right now in like RPG games, the Souls combat is kind of becoming like the standard, I guess. So, you know, if we could see how that could evolve in the first person side of things, you know, there's a lot of room for some cool games to be made. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go with that. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be more along the lines of Sekiro, which isn't necessarily bad, but the question is replayability. The combat in this looks very much more Sekiro-ish in that, you know, there's a stance bar, you break that, and then that leaves them open to a crit hit, which seems to insta-kill people, other than bosses. You know, bosses that might just do a lot of damage to them. But also, you know, if you just happen to do enough damage to their HP, you can kill them outright instead. But, you know, we didn't see, and again, this is a pre-alpha demo. And, you know, they're not probably wanting to show off necessarily too much of the different systems and weapons. I know in the previous trailer, we did see a rifle being used. So there are other guns other than just the pistol. And we did see a weapon wheel. So, you know, I guess the question is, right, like how many different weapons are going to be in this game? Both melee and ranged. And how are they going to balance out the melee and the ranged aspect? Because it seems like any of the creatures that have those like pustules on them, if you shoot them, those are weak points. You could do a lot of damage. So like, is it going to be easier to stay back and just shoot and break those weak points? Are any of the creatures that don't have those weak points, how much does range damage do? I would assume it would be reduced. That way you kind of have to have melee and ranged combat in it. Are there going, you know, how many different melee weapons are there going to be? How many different ranged weapons will there be? And what's the, you know, magic system going to be like? So far we just saw that one kind of, you know, fire spell, which seemed like it did quite a lot of damage and was very good for groups, and honestly did a lot of tick damage to the boss once it actually got lit. So I mean, yeah, there's still a lot of questions left open in this game, but it is, you know, pretty early on. Like, this is a pre-alpha demo, so again, you know, depending on how big the dev team is and how far along they are, I would probably say the earliest we would see this out would probably be sometime, you know, around this time to end of next year at the earliest, but maybe not even until like summer of 2027 maybe, which I would be fine with, you know, as much as I would like to see, you know, get my hands on this, because this is looking like a shut up and take my money game for me. I also obviously want the game to be done right, released in a good state, especially because this is, you know, the first game in a new IP, so you need to make sure you do it right. Otherwise, it could be your first and only game that you make as a company. So, but it's definitely going to be one to keep my eye on, and as more videos and more information comes out, I will, you know, take a look at it and do some more reactions and update with news, etc. So I'm excited to see where this game's going to be and what kind of news we might get on when it's going to be out, but I'm looking forward to it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited for this game? You know, what do you want to see in this game? Are there any kind of mechanics that you saw that you think could be done differently? Are there any mechanics that you would like to see in this kind of game? Are you excited for it? You know, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like and a sub, because it helps me and the channel grow. And yeah, hope you're all having a wonderful day. We'll see you on the next one.